Well, good morning. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning outside this morning. As you can tell, the sun's pretty bright. So we're gonna head out and finish doing a little bit of weeding after we do chores this morning. But what really made it a beautiful morning was Carmen let me sleep in this morning. She got up with Charlotte, made a wonderful pancake breakfast, so that's a great start to the day. So let's go do chores. Actually, just before we go do chores, I wanna show you something fantastic. So you remember over here we have what's called the Mouse Miracle Garden. So this was where the sheds were, nothing would grow here. We threw some potatoes in, we threw some sunflowers in, we threw some daffodils, like old daffodil bulbs from like last year in, and chances are that nothing was gonna grow in here. Potatoes are doing fantastic. Weeds are doing fantastic. But check this out. Here's this sunflower doing really well. Nice little house for this daddy long leg spider. But also over here, we've got some daffodils blooming. Here's another one. So that just goes to prove, just plant, plant. Doesn't matter. Nature will find a way to make it work. So I'm very, very pleased about that. That's a great start to Saturday morning. Come on, chickens. Come get your breakfast. Come get your breakfast. Pretty excited to see all the magic that nature provides us too. So just check down in here. Look at this. Wild strawberries. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. Look what Daddy found. Yummy. Try them. It's strawberries. Is that yummy? Oh, you dropped one. Uh-oh. Let's go find it. Yeah, that makes a pretty good snack, doesn't it? Good. Okay, well, enough snacking. Let's get back to chores. So last night we threw 3 5-gallon pails of weeds in with the compost pile here. And you can see they just went to town, tearing and rooting on that compost pile. So that was some pretty interesting behavior, but that's good. They can root through that and chew all those weeds up, and yeah, one good way to get rid of them without, creating any waste. To weed the garden? That's mulch. Yeah, you spread that mulch. Good girl. So I'm just over here in the garden. You can see this pail of weeds I've got. This is about the 9th or 10th pail that we've pulled out of here. And you can see between the rows where we've mulched, weeds are growing up. There's lots of this chickweed, mayweed. What else we got here? We got a bunch of hogweed over there. So for as much as I hate weeding, and I think, Carmen said yesterday she finds it therapeutic, but like 10 minutes into this morning, she's just like, this sucks. So as much as it's not enjoyable to do, this is literally taking food right out of your mouth. So it's kind of a necessary evil. We got to do it. All the cows are just coming in for mineral now. Love them salty treats. Morning, little pigs. Go eat some weeds. There you go. Good job.
There you go. On the paper. On the paper. Ready? Or on your leg, whichever. Good girl. Pretty. Pretty. You're on the floor. You want to go that side now? Okay, there you go. Go get it.
You coloring a picture? Oh, don't eat it.
Yucky.
Riding your bike, Charlotte? Oh, you're ready. Fancy, hey? Well, we've had a lovely afternoon out with family. Went out to Spring Lake, celebrated Macy's 4th birthday, so that was quite nice. Now we're home. We're gonna do the evening chores. So we gotta feed the chickens, feed the pigs. I gotta move some compost over. First things first, we gotta move this chicken tractor. What we're actually gonna do is move the chicken tractor all the way over into the sheep pen. And just because these guys are so close to being processing, I wanna get as much work as we possibly can out of them. So we're gonna go into the sheep pen, and they're gonna till and dig through some of the old bedding that's there and clean up any leftover feed and turn over some compost and stuff and just, sing for their supper a little bit. Oh, that was quite a pull. But you can see the grass over here in the sheep pen is quite high, quite thick and lush. But we're not gonna move them around in here. What we're actually gonna do is kick open the door. They're gonna have the whole run of the pen. And they'll be able to just all you can eat buffet. All right, well, I got some security panels up so they can't get out the gate. Everywhere else has this 36-inch sheep wire and then a row of barbed wire on top. So fingers crossed nobody gets out tonight. Come on out, get some fresh air. Lovely evening. So over here is where I really want to put these girls to work. Like, I know they got all this lush grass and stuff to work with, but I'm going to feed them over here on this stuff so they can till and scratch all this old hay and bedding and stuff and just see what kind of magic they can work with their chicken claws. A mystery plant over here. I have no idea what this is. It looks actually like it might even be edible, but I don't know what it is. I got a load of compost in the bucket. It's gonna go in behind the chicken house. There's kind of a low spot there where we finished landscaping that drops off and into the chicken house. Can try and bring a bunch of topsoil in there and level it out, but I mean, well, if you've watched for any length of time, you know we don't have any topsoil to spare. So we're gonna take this cow manure and bedding that's composted down over the last couple of years and lay it in beside the chicken house. Do some rough leveling, just with a fork or shovel, and then let the chickens go to work and they can till and scratch through that. We'll throw down a little bit of grass seed and let the magic happen. So this is my last bucket load when I'm actually just replenishing the compost pile. We put a bunch of stuff over by the garden, some by the pig pen, and some by the chicken house. Well, I think that's probably it for the evening. Everybody's fed, all the compost piles are moved. Chickens are roaming free in the sheep pen. Been a pretty grand day all in all. So I guess that means time to go inside, put the kettle on, have yourself a lovely cup of tea. So I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.